So in this example, we have to find the Fourier sine series expansion of this function. Now this function is divided into two parts. Like from -1 to 0, it takes value 2, whereas from 0 to 1, it takes value 3x. Okay, when we draw it, it will look something like this. From -1 to 0, it takes the value 2, and from 0 to 1, it takes the value y is equal to 3x, something like that. Okay. I'm not able to draw the exact one. Okay, now so what we have now, we have two values of function. So first of all, we need the interval over which function is defined. So see, we can see that the starting point is -1 and then the end point is 1. So this function is defined over the interval -1 to 1. So that's different, that it is defined by one function from 0 to 1 and by another function from in -1 to 0. So the interval is, we select the minimum number and the maximum one. Okay. Now, what is the next thing? We have to find the length of this interval. What is the length of this interval? 1 minus of -1, which gives you 1 plus 1, that is 2. Now, what is the Fourier sine series? Fourier sine series of any function. It is an expansion which is given by fx n from 1 to infinity bn sine n pi x over L. Now we have, this is for the function defined over the interval 0 to L, that is of length L. So now what is the length of our interval? It's 2. So we have L is equal to 2. Substitute it here. This gives you n from 1 to infinity bn sine n pi x over the value of L is 2. Now it's not getting cancelled, so you don't have to worry about it. Still we can integrate it. Now next is to find bn, which is given by 2 over L 0 to L fx sine n pi x over L dx. This is the formula. So this become, now substitute the value of L. 2 over L is 2. Interval is from -1 to 1. -1 to 1. Fx. Now we will not substitute the value of fx at present because we have two values, 2 and 3x. We don't know which value we have to use. So we will see it later. Let's keep it fx sine n pi x over 2 dx. Okay, now this 2 cancels with 2. Now we have to check what is the value of fx, this fx. Now what we can see, this entire interval -1 to 1, this -1 to 1 is divided into two parts. One part is -1 to 0 and the other part is 0 to 1, which completes the entire interval. So it is from -1 to 0, it means this one. The function fx is 2. Here fx takes the value 2. And when it is 0 to 1, it means this one. The function is defined by 3x. Here the value of function is 3x. So now to solve this integral, we have to divide this integral into two parts because here the function is divided into two parts. So we will write it as integral. How do we define? We start with this value, -1 to 0, -1 to 0, fx. What is the value of fx when it is -1 to 0? It is 2 sine of n pi x over 2 dx plus the second integral from 0 to 1 by using this 0 to 1. The value of function is 3x. 3x sine n pi x over 2 dx. When we complete it, now what we can see here, we can see that this value of bn is divided into two parts. So let's say this is part 1 and this is part 2. We solve both the parts one by one. Now let's solve it. Let's this be part 1. So we say part 1, this is, what was it, minus 1 to 0, minus 1 to 0, 2 sine of n pi x over 2 dx. Let's see. Yeah. Now then we have to integrate this. Now here the only function to integrate is sine nx, and the rule that we are going to use here is integration of sine nx. Rule says that if integral of sine of ax plus b dx, this is minus cosine ax plus b over a plus c. It means whatever is the coefficient of x, that comes in the denominator, because we are integrating with respect to x. Here also we are integrating with respect to x. So the coefficient is n pi by 2, means the term multiplied with x. So the integral is, now this 2 is not required, it is same, integration of sine minus cosine n pi x divided 2, this whole divided by, see it was a here because a is multiplied with x, here it is n pi over 2, n pi over 2, and limit is of x is from minus 1 to 0. Now this is minus cos, divide n pi, divide 2, so this 2 goes in the numerator. So this 2 multiplied with this 2 gives you 4, and this minus we can write here in the beginning, and n pi, again this n pi, both are independent of x, so we write it outside, say n pi like this, and then we write cos n pi x over 2, x is from minus 1 to 0. So now what we have to do, we have to substitute this x, first replace it by 0 and then by minus 1. So what it will give you, it will give you minus 4 over n pi cos of, when I replace it by 0, this total will become 0 because it is n pi 0 over 2, so it is 0 minus cos of, when I replace it by minus, so minus n pi over 2. Okay, cos of 0 is 1, so we get the first part as minus 4 over n pi, cos of 0, it is 1, minus, now we don't have the values for this one, so we keep this term same, and as we know that cos of minus theta is same as cos of theta, it absorbs the sign, so we are going to write it as cos n pi by 2. Okay, this is the value for the first part. Let's now find the value of second part, which is 3x sine of nx over 2. So second part is integral 0 to 1 3x sine n pi x over 2 dx. See it? Yeah. Now it is product of two terms under integration. So again integration by parts, and we can use our same method for doing that. Select one function for derivative, another function for integration. So for derivative we select 3x. Derivative of 3x is 3. Derivative of 3 become 0. For integration we select sine n pi x over 2. So see, when we integrated here sine, what we got? We got minus cosine n pi x over 2 divided by n pi by 2. So it is minus cosine n pi x over 2. Now divide, I will write like this, divide n pi by 2, because otherwise it will look more complicated. And here it become minus sine n pi x over 2 divide n pi by 2 power 2. Earlier when it was only n, we were getting n square like that. But here we will write like this. Now see, still this division looks complicated. So we rewrite it as, we convert this division into multiplication. So when we convert this division into multiplication, we change the position. We reverse the position, like what I am saying, it will become minus cosine n pi x over 2. This divide change to multiplication, so 2 over n pi. Same concept here. Sine n pi x over 2 and it become 2 over n power. Then we put the signs, plus minus plus, sorry, plus minus plus, and then multiply in cross. So let me take the place from here. So this becomes second part. 3x, here plus, here minus. So minus 3x cos of n pi x over 2, 2 over n pi. And then plus minus, again minus. Sorry, minus minus become plus. 3 times sine n pi x over 2, this is inside, and 2 over n pi square. Okay, this is the integral. Now limits is from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 1. Okay, so now when we replace x by 1, we get minus 3 cos of n pi over 2 times 2 over n pi plus 3 sine n pi over 2, 2 over n pi power 2, and then minus, when we replace x by 0. See, we are replacing x here, here and here. So when we replace x by 1, 3 multiply 1 gives you 3. N pi into 1, so it is n pi, divide 2. Sine n pi into 1, divide 2. So this is it. When I replace it by 0, this term will become 0. This total term will become 0 at x is equal to 0. So we can directly write there as 0. And then minus, when I replace here by 0, again what we get, 3 sine n pi 0 over 2, means sine of 0. Sine of 0 again become 0. Okay, so it's okay, this term also cancels out to be 0. So we left with only 2 terms. So this gives you, see, we can now multiply 3 with 2. So minus 6. N pi we can write in the front. 6 over n pi cos n pi by 2. Here, just open it. 2 times 2, it gives you 4. N square pi square. So 4 times 3 gives you 12. n pi square sine n pi by 2. This is the value for the second term and this is first term. So our Bn now is the addition of these two. So let's write Bn, which is 1 plus 2. So from the previous one it is minus 4 over n pi, minus 4 over n pi, 1 minus cos n pi by 2, plus, what is the value here, minus 6 over n pi cos n pi by 2, and what here, 12 over n pi square, 12 over n pi square sine n pi by 2, sine n pi by 2. This is the value for Bn. So we can simplify it further. How we can simplify? We can multiply this term inside. Okay, so when we multiply, it gives you 4 over n pi, minus minus become plus, 4 over n pi, this is minus 4, sorry, cos of n pi by 2, plus minus is minus, 6 over n pi cos n pi by 2, plus 12 over n pi square sine n pi by 2. Now what we can see, these two terms are same. See, here it is plus 4, here minus 6. So we can cancel it out and we left with 2 times minus 2 over n pi cos n pi by 2 plus 12 over n pi square sine n pi by 2. This is the value of Bn. Now substitute this value of Bn in this Fourier sine series over here. That gives you the final Fourier sine series. So the Fourier sine series of the given function is given by fx, which is equal to summation n from 1 to infinity Bn. Bn is minus 4 over n pi minus 2 over n pi cos n pi by 2, 12 over n pi square sine n pi by 2 times sine n pi x over 2. This completes the Fourier sine series.